It's like the little stopper isn't stoppying enough. Hey guys, welcome back. So got Friday favorites and Fooeys for you today, and I've got a couple of new goodies that I was loving this week. I revisited a few old favorites of mine from my collection. As far as the theme, I don't really know. I mean, I guess like pinky, neutral, glowy sort of makeup, sort of the same things I've been loving for the last several weeks. Continuing on with that sort of a theme, this sort of situation. Let's talk about some favorites. Loved another bite-sized palette this week from e.l.f. These are just so fun, so cute, so good, so affordable. This one is Rose Water. Rose Water. A couple of you guys said that you really like this one. I don't know why I just started with that one. Now we're gonna get all out of order. What is happening? It doesn't even matter. But you get two, I think this one's, well, this one looks like it has a little bit of shimmer. I really didn't play with this one as much, but you get this nice matte here. These two are a metallic-y sort of a finish. And then, yeah, this one is pretty much matte, but then there's like some little shimmery bits in it. I'm gonna put this one on this other side so that we get it back in order. This is so pretty. It's like rosy, a little bit burgundy, and the darkest shade is sort of a, almost like an eggplant sort of a color, like a deep, purpley, almost like a purple chocolate brown sort of a mixture. Really beautiful. I mean, the metallics are so light catching. The mattes are blendable. I mean, they're a little bit soft in formula, but not extreme. So they're still really easy to work with. So pretty on the eyes. I mean, really it's just a little bit goes a long way. So you don't have to really dig your brush in it to get pigmentation. I mean, it is there. These are so good. So yeah. Loving another one. An oldie but a super goodie from my collection that I revisited this week is the Urban Decay Naked Petite Heat Palette. This is, again, cute little tiny makeup. Love the size of it. The packaging is so nice and pretty. So it's not like you lose out on the pretty packaging. You still get that. And then in this palette, these are all beautiful, matte, warm, rusty, fiery sort of shades. This one right here is kind of, I would say it has a little bit of a satin sheen to it. That's really the only ones. The other ones are definitely more of a matte. I really played with these the most this week. But look how pretty. I have these on my eyes as well as the e.l.f. palette today, and they pair really nicely together. I mean, obviously the e.l.f. palette is more rosy, pinky, burgundy, and this one is more warm, but pairing them together, I feel like it almost creates this like, I don't know, I don't want to get like dramatic and overly descriptive, but like a flower, like a petal, you know, where you've got like the different tones all coming together and just kind of creating this really pretty sort of a color story. That was such a total tangent. I don't even know if that made sense. But I was pairing them together this week and I think they're very, very pretty. Love the formula of these shadows. Honestly, I mean, I don't know if it's more nostalgia because Urban Decay was really one of the first high-end brands, or really just, I mean, I obviously first started with drugstore brands because, I mean, I've mentioned this before, my first job was at Walgreens. I always wanted to work in the beauty department, and so I love drugstore makeup. So that's one of the reasons for my love for drugstore makeup. But also when I got into like watching YouTube and really more into makeup in general, I was always into it, but I got more into it. Urban Decay and MAC were two of the like first brands that I really started playing with the most. So they both kind of have like a little bit of like a nostalgic place in my heart. So I don't know if it's nostalgia or just that I love their formula, but Urban Decay is one of my favorite shadow formulas. I mean, I feel like the mattes are super blendable and pigmented, but they're really not, I mean, they're a little bit soft, yes, but more of like a silky, I don't know. I just feel like they're a really easy sort of a formula to work with. I don't know, but they do still kick up a little bit of product in the pan. So, I mean, they're a little bit soft, but they're just good. I love it. I have loved them for years. So this one is a beautiful heat, like it, you know, like the name suggests, like a warm, hot, fiery sort of a color themed palette that's great quality. A couple of blushes that I was loving this week, and they're both cute and tiny and little, which is so fun. So first off, this Tarte blush. This is Party. Party. So I have a little mini of it, which makes me love it even more. This is a gorgeous nude blush. I mean, if you just want a great blush that is going to go with so many different things, this is a great option. I would say it's kind of like a pinky nude. When you look at the description for it, it says nude, but it's definitely less of a tan sort of a nude and more of that pinky nude. So beautiful, really nice formula to it, blendable, definitely very pigmented. A little bit goes a long way with it, but it's not difficult to blend. I mean, it's so pretty. It's just one of my go-tos. Like when I'm trying to think of a great neutral blush that goes with a lot of different makeup looks, this is definitely one that I think of. And I would say yes, matte, but not, it doesn't look dry. You know what I mean? A good matte formula blush. It's a good one. And then, ooh, this blush from Jane Iredale is so beautiful. So they sent this to me along with several other things. So sweet and generous of them. But I think this is my standout favorite from all of them. First off, it's cute little tiny makeup, which I love. So it's just like little and perfect for travel. You can throw it in your purse. It's cute. I love it. This is the Pure Pressed Blush, and this is in Queen Bee. Oh my goodness, this is a beautiful pink blush. So looking at it in the pan, it looks like a true, I wouldn't say like Barbie pink, but just kind of like a pop of pink. And it does have some shimmer in it, but I really don't feel like I noticed that on the cheeks. I do have a highlighter on today, so if you see the glow, that's definitely my highlighter. This is more of just like a pop of pink that really comes off more matte, but again, not dry matte. Just a really nice matte formula, but look at that color. It's just like a pop. So fun. So it's fun this time of year, but really fun for spring and summer. It is a good one and very pigmented. So I mean, just use very little. It's very blendable, so it's not a hard formula to work with. Really a good formula, but just very pigmented. So a little bit goes a long way with it. Ooh, it's almost like it's like a fuchsia pink blush. It's fun. A highlighter that is gorgeous that I was loving this week. I don't know if this is in stock right now, but I'll link it for you down below. So if and when it comes back in stock, I'm sure it will. You can grab it because I know a lot of times their new releases go like in and out of stock sometimes. So this is the ColourPop Super Shock Highlighter in You're a Catch. So this is what the outside box looks like. So that's pretty and sweet. And then this is what the actual highlighter looks like. It's a big old highlighter. I mean, it's like almost the size of my head. So it's a big highlighter. Look how much you get. I mean, holy moly. And this is, wow. You have to like the Super Shock highlighter formula because that's what it is, you know, like the name says. It's a Super Shock highlighter. So you're getting a Super Shock highlighter, but man, oh man, it is gorgeous. This is kind of a peachy, like a peachy pink champagne, but definitely more peach than pink. Like the outer packaging, you know, looks more pink, but it's really kind of more of a champagne peach. Gorgeous. I love it so much. It catches the light. It is metallic and fun and like a wabam sort of a highlighter. Does it accentuate texture? Yeah, maybe a little. I mean, I think probably because of the nature of like the Super Shock formula that it's a little bit more of that super metallic sort of a look. It can tend to kind of grab on a little bit of texture, but I still love it. I mean, I still really, really like it. I think it's beautiful. I have this on the inner corners of my eyes. Ooh, it's so fun. And I feel like it's relatively unique. I mean, there's a lot of highlighters out there now, but I feel like this one is still has a little something extra because it's that kind of like champagne peach duochrome sort of a look. And then a couple of lip favorites. First off, what I have on my lips right now is this Gloss Beautiful. Now the darker pinkiness that you're seeing is more this liner. Just want a little bit more shape to my lips. So I do want to show you this liner just so you can kind of see like a lot of the color you're seeing is coming from this. So Wet n Wild Gel Lip Liner in Never Petal Down. Cute. Love these lip liners. I mean, they're great, they're affordable, so FYI on that. But the real winner, like the true favorite of the week, e.l.f. Lip Plumping Gloss. This is one of their new products, and this is in Pink Cosmo. Pink Cosmo. So just kind of like traditional sort of packaging. It's a long, skinny, angled doe foot applicator, kind of more of a skinny doe foot. And this is really, it is not going to look super impressive in a swatch. It looks so sheer, but it's somehow just so gorgeous. I mean, if you can get a liner with just a little bit of color so you can get kind of the like outline of your lips, this just adds so much beautiful glossiness that is so light catching and gorgeous. It just makes your lips look fuller. It is awesome. Now, formula of this, it is a sticky gloss. I mean, it definitely has tackiness to it, but you do keep around the gloss a little bit longer because of that. So it is a sticky formula, and also it's a plumping. So I would say it feels more cooling, but does have a little bit of a stinging sort of a feeling on the lips. I don't think it's uncomfortable. I don't think it is miserable to wear by any stretch. I mean, it's just like, I can definitely feel it on my lips. I can feel a little bit of cooling and a little bit of like tingling or something. So just an FYI, definitely not the most extreme plumping gloss I've ever used for sure, but I can feel it. So I definitely wanted to tell you that. But it is just a gorgeous, kind of like a sheer, light, milky pink kind of a color. It is so beautiful. I love it. This was really a surprise favorite to me. So my friend Michelle, Cinnamon Girl Beauty, I've linked her before, but I'll link her again down below for you. She had mentioned this on her Instagram stories, and it really just made me curious to try it. So this is the Wet n Wild Megalast Stained Glass Lip Gloss. And this is in really tiny writing. Oh man, I think it's heart shattering. I think this color is heart shattering. So it's really interesting. Now I will say that the packaging I think needs some improvement because it gets pretty messy. It's like the little stopper isn't stoppying enough. You get way too much product with it basically, so it gets kind of messy. So I just sort of wipe it on the side, so I think that could be improved. But this is really interesting. So it is a stain, which normally I do not like stains. I'm just not a stain lip product kind of gal. I find them kind of drying and annoying, and I just typically don't like them. This is interesting. It goes on and it looks glossy on the lips, but it has like it does not have that typical super tacky and dry feeling of a stain. This has more of a silkiness, and it kind of stays silky on the lips for a long while. And then it sort of sets down and you have this great stain that's left. And I really don't find that it stains around the outsides more than the insides. So it fades really very nicely for being a stain. So I love that there's some gloss to it. I love the feeling of it on the lips. I really like how it wears. I'm a big fan of this. I mean, really. For it saying stained, it's shocking to me because I really like the formula. And it's just sort of weird in a good way. Like, I don't really know how they're doing this, but I really like it. And I like this color. It's kind of a raspberry, sort of a reddish color. It's fun. Okay, I'm trying to take this off right now with some like micellar water, and this is what it's doing. So I mean, it definitely stains, so we're gonna have to try something else. Okay guys, so those are all my favorites for this week. So I hope that you really enjoyed this video. Please hit a thumbs up if you did. Let me know down below what you were loving this week or maybe not so much loving. Let me know your weekend plans or any questions that you have. I'm happy to answer those. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!